Good morning, fellas. It's a little after 8, Saturday, February 15th. And looks like we're about 65 in the garage. We're going to be in the upper 70s today, but it's going to be partly cloudy, so we can't say it's a full John Kerry day out there today. I worked a little on the Camaro yesterday. I started doing my measuring for the quarter panel. And you can see, let's see if we can see it. Can you see the flange that we're starting to press into there? Because the new quarter panel will butt up to there, and then it'll be flush. It'll be flush coming down to here. These measurements here are from this line to the edge here, but then from, you can see from where the top of the flange is to the, this line represents the quarter panel itself. I haven't cut it. I'm not going to cut the Camaro anymore. I'm going to trim the panel to fit the car. And so this represents, it's 2.5 inches from the top of the flange to here. And then this represents from the cut to the line. So as I make my final dimensions, I'll end up subtracting a 1/16 for the thickness of this. Then we'll start test fitting it, and then we'll just start grinding the panel until it fits right and proper. So what I'm doing is using this tool to make the flange. So when I get more, I'll turn this back on. As always, thanks for watching. Later. Hey fellas. I don't know if the camera's going to pick this up, but the flange is all in. We're going to have to do some body work here with hammer and dolly. There's a crease right in here. It goes up to here. So we'll hammer and dolly this back to where as close as I can get it before we start doing this, before we start test fitting the panel. There's 30 lines at 2-inch increments going across the panel. This dimension is from the line, and this line represents where I cut this panel here before. Okay, you can see the red along there. Okay, and so this dimension here is from the bottom to the line. This dimension here is minus a 7/16 for the flange. So what I did is I take 3 dimensions, and then I transfer them to the panel and went all the way across the panel. I used seamstress tape or tailor tape because it lies flat and will give you more of a accurate dimension than, let's say, a standard regular Stanley tape. And just marked it across. Now what I'm going to do is I'll lay a piece of tape, and I'm going to lay it on the fat side, or on this side of my mark. So then I'll be probably maybe just a little bit more than a 1/60 of an inch longer, and then we'll grind the panel to fit. So that's where I'm at now. As always, thanks for watching. When I have more, I'll turn it back on. Hey fellas. Alright, I got the quarter panel marked out. I'm going to cut on this side of the line, leaving a little long, so then I can grind it down as I get it ready to fit into the lip right in here. So once we do that, we'll test fit the panel again. I still have to trim it. Remember, the red mark here is what the panel is. I got to get it to fit properly because this is going to be a butt weld, and I got to get it to fit properly before I make this cut on the panel. So as always, thanks for watching. When I get more, I'll turn it on. Later. Okay fellas, I'm going to stop right now. I'm going to need another pair of hands out here. My sons are off tomorrow, so I'll see if I can get them to come up and give me a hand, and we'll get this thing fitted and the sheet metal screwed in, and I'll take video tomorrow. I won't load this up tonight. I'll just add on to the video for on Sunday, and we'll see if we get it. I've been fussing with this for the last 15 minutes by myself, and every time I get one place to hold and try to clamp it, it pops back, and we got to do some more bending and massaging and a few other things, but I'm pretty well right on my line. It could use some grinding to drop down, but we're definitely right there. So, as always, thanks for watching. More to come tomorrow, guys. Later. Hey fellas, it's Sunday. Looks like going on 1. We're about 70. And it is a John Kerry Day today here. Quarter panel's on. Here's the cut that's in the existing quarter panel. Here's the line where you see the other one. I'm going to cut right down there so I have an even line. My oldest son's here working on his Saturn. So that's where I'm at. When I get more, I'll turn this back on later. Alright fellas, I had to throw the taillight panel on to see. And as you can see, I got a little tweaking right in here to do. But look what lines up. Look what lines up. So, looks like that's what I got to do. When I get more, later. Hey fellas, okay. It's on. And actually it fits damn good. Got the gap a little wide here, but it'll be okay. And surprisingly, look at what's fitting. And I dropped it down a little low, and even this side's fitting now. But look at the gap up there. So, never replaced this part. I replaced from here down. So, I don't know. We'll play with it. See what happens. Still not totally committed in cutting off the right side yet. Or the left side, I should say. But definitely like how this right side is going together. So I'm done for the day. Pretty well shot. We got some panel isn't coming off again. I got some repair work to do down here on the rocker. I'm not going to weld the panel on until I get this taillight housing fitting better. And then once we do that, then we'll get that clamped into place where it's supposed to stay, and then we'll decide on the left side and what's going to happen. So next week we'll be on the taillight panel, getting that in, getting it clamped, and I'm going to have to buy some more clamps, and getting that clamped in and held into place, and then seeing how we end up with. Still uncertain on the left side, but I'm happy the way the right side has come together and fit. So as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you next weekend. Everybody have a good week. Later.